please stand for the playing of the national song, which will be followed by the school song and then a prayer.
Good evening. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, Lord God Almighty, we thank you, Lord. Father God, we thank you for our nation. We thank you for government. We thank you for school. Lord, we thank you for the business department. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this evening. and so much that you have given unto us as a country and as a school. Lord, we thank you for Anguillian innovation, for Anguillian commerce, for Anguillian prosperity, Lord. And your word says that you're the one who gives. We thank you for giving so bountifully unto us. Lord, now we come before you asking your blessing upon this evening. We thank you for all the organizers. We thank you for the participants. We pray for comradeship and good sportsmanship, Lord, and we pray you be with the judges in their decision and that it would be accepted. Bless all gathered here, Lord, and especially the young people who will lead business in Anguilla in the future. Be with us all now, in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Adams. Please be seated. Your Excellency, the Acting Governor, Mr. Perrin Bradley, Honorable Acting Premier, students, competitors in the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School's Business Week Business Idea Basket, from here on in will be referred to as BIB. Good evening and welcome to this event, proudly sponsored by the Anguilla Youth Business Foundation. Tonight, we gather to explore innovative business ideas that can enhance Anguilla's economy by leveraging artificial intelligence. This competition not only encourages creativity and entrepreneurship among our students, but it also aims to harness AI's transformative potential for local development. As students present their ideas, remember that their contribution could shape the future of our economy. Let's continue to inspire each other and to pave the way for a brighter, tech-driven Anguilla. At this point, I'd like to acknowledge our previous Head of Department Business of the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School, Ms. Avanella Griffith, who I would say was the brainchild behind this BIB. Ms. Griffith. So the rationale for the BIB. Anguilla is experiencing simultaneous growth and development challenges, including economic expansion, environmental protection, and sustainability. However, the contributions of the island's youth are often overlooked in national planning processes. The innovative ideas could drive investments that position Anguilla proactively to meet societal needs and maintain its tranquility while fostering a sustainable future. Engaging young minds is critical for ensuring that Anguilla remains competitive and resilient in addressing these intertwined issues effectively. The purpose: to create a supportive environment in order to cultivate youthful creativity and innovation that will benefit Anguilla's economy and solve challenges faced in Anguilla. Our participants are students of the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School, our business students, inclusive of our sixth formers. Strategic partner, the Anguilla Youth Business Foundation. Description: students will arrange themselves in groups of 3 to 5. In 2024, students from forms 3 to 6 can register. However, 2 students in each group must be a business student. Each group will formulate and present an idea focused on creating a business idea around artificial intelligence in the context of contributing to Anguilla's economy. Each group will be tasked with brainstorming for creative, innovative, out-of-the-box, high-tech solves for the issue of economic diversification that would benefit Anguilla economically, environmentally, socially, and in keeping its beyond extraordinary tagline. Each group will research, prepare, and develop and deliver a presentation on the idea. The presentation should include a physical model, projected or hard copy, diagrammatic layouts of the mechanism it is proposing. Each group will have a maximum of 10 to 12 minutes to present in front of a live and online audience. Each group is allowed to have a coach to provide feedback on idea presentations. In addition to the top 3 places being awarded, 3 special teams will be presented with 1, Best Business Idea to Execute, 2, Best Presentation, and 3, Beyond Extraordinary Idea. Certificates and the prizes will be given to each participant and to winning groups. The presentation outline. Each group's presentation will include 1, situational overview. This is an introduction to the presentation. It should include history, background, and current national climate. 2, cases reviewed. Teams should highlight any exact replica or similar international cases researched. 3, the pitch. Description of the team's idea, inclusive of its location, layout, logistics, financial cost, benefits, challenges, sources of funding, and potential investors. And 4, the wrap-up. This is the team's closing remarks. So our teams, please stand as I introduce you. Team 1, their name, Valid. Members, Chai Jun Lang, and we call him Kevin. Please come, let him see you. Karani Vanterpool and Electa Kiria Adams. Valid. Team 2, DAI. Please stand. And their members, Abigail Campbell, Shavin Narain, and Talesha Richardson. Team 3, the Innovators. And their members, Michaela Hughes, Mayanique Harris, don't sit here, Nyla, Jean-Baptiste, and Yazel Simon. Team 4, Terra Verde Collective. Their members, Tajanique C. Prasad, Tayari Reed, Laranique Hodge, and Alan Richardson. Team 5, the Inno Ventures. Their members, Indira Thompson, Ariana Adamson, Kiani Rogers, Zuri Barbaro, and Shell-Anna Ashton. And our final team, Team 6, Ocean Scope, and their members, the Narragums and Keontae Brooks. And now for the introduction of our judges. Larry Franklin, Mr. Franklin. Mr. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. Mr. Franklin is a seasoned public servant with over 38 years of experience in public administration, education, and strategic development. His career began as a treasury clerk and evolved through roles as a science laboratory technician, math teacher, ultimately leading to senior leadership positions in the government of Anguilla. Mr. Franklin has managed significant projects, including Anguilla's port expansion and economic development initiatives. He holds bachelor's and master's degrees in mathematics, computer science, and business administration. He serves as the permanent secretary of public administration, emphasizing the transformative power of education and technology for future leaders. Mr. Franklin. Our second judge, Mr. Jose Vanterpool. Jose Vanterpool is an accomplished Anguillian. He graduated valedictorian from the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School in 2012 and achieved a record number of CSEC subjects. He earned a full scholarship to the University of Bristol, obtaining a master's in computer science with first-class honors in 2018. Appointed to the House of Assembly in 2019, he became Anguilla's youngest parliamentarian and currently serves as an elected representative. Jose is pursuing a doctorate in business administration and is certified in parliamentary governance. Mr. Vanterpool is recognized for his expertise in computer science. He has been involved in discussions on artificial intelligence by presenting on the topic at the 46th Conference of the Caribbean Americas and Atlantic Region of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, CPA. His interests include taekwondo and scuba diving. Our judge, Mr. Jose Vanterpool. Our third judge, Mrs. Quincy Gums Marie. The Honorable Minister, Mrs. Quincy Gums Marie, is a passionate environmentalist and a strong proponent of balanced development that respects the environment and the economy. She fervently promotes establishing a universal global funding architecture that is democratic and accessible, ensuring that everyone has a fair chance to protect our planet's resources. Her unwavering commitment to sustainability makes her a formidable force in advancing environmental policies that promote harmonious coexistence between humanity and nature. In addition to her environmental advocacy, Minister Gums Marie is responsible for the Department of Information Technology and e-government services. She champions using digital technologies and artificial intelligence to improve the accessibility and efficiency of government services, fostering more robust connections between the government and its citizens. Her vision for governance in the digital age is rooted in efficiency, privacy, and strong digital security, ensuring that technological advancements empower people while safeguarding their rights. Mrs. Gums Marie. And our final judge, Mr. Rudy Webster. Mr. Webster is a seasoned IT professional and community leader. He holds degrees in computer science and advanced computing and has dedicated more than 25 years of his life to graphic design and technological advancement. In addition to his strong technical background, he has held leadership roles in the public and the private sectors, including head of business at Digicel Anguilla and a long-standing member of the government's IT department. Rudy owns and operates 5 Star Media, a successful graphic design business. With over 20 years of experience, he is known for his exceptional skill and attention to detail. He serves many clients, including major financial institutions, beverage distribution companies, and cultural organizations. Beyond his IT career, Mr. Webster is passionate about community development and the sports. He has served as a basketball coach and executive board member of the Anguilla Amateur Basketball Association. Mr. Webster. Finally, our judging criteria. So as we said before, we have 3 special prizes: Best Idea to Execute, Best Presentation of Idea, and Beyond Extraordinary Idea. First place will receive laptops, second place, tablets, and third place, they'll have their examination fees paid for. So, the criteria: creativity, and the judges are looking for the ability to develop new ideas and discover new ways of looking at a problem. That's for 10 points. Innovation, the ability to apply creative solutions to these problems, 10 points. Aesthetically pleasing, it is visually captivating, artful, and beautifully designed, also 10 points. Economically beneficial, the capacity to generate national revenue and or reduce cost, 10 points. And environmentally friendly, it is beneficial to or does not cause harm to the environment, 10 points. So that's a total of 50 points. So we are ready to begin. I now invite Team 1 to the front. Let's hear it for Valid. Again, their names are Jaijong Liang, Karani Vanterpool, and Electa Kyria Adams. Team 1. Valid. Yeah. Come.
Good evening, everyone. We present to you Nexus, the Economic Centralization System, presented by Kirana Vanterpool,
Electa Kyria Adams.
Jiajun Leng.
Our island has long faced challenges in achieving development that is efficient, accountable, and sustainable. It is clear that we need to move from a reactive approach to a proactive one. By anticipating challenges and planning ahead, we can drive growth that is smarter, more transparent, and environmentally conscious. This proactive mindset will enable us to build a stronger foundation for long-term success, benefiting businesses, the community, and the island's future.
Many challenges are plaguing Anguilla, such as food security, inadequate infrastructure, lacking in healthcare advancement, community and social development, as well as fragmented services and inefficiency, ineffective communication with citizens, limited access to real-time data for decision-making, and a lack of progress tracking. We all know that these challenges have long prohibited our island's progress.
Our solution for these challenges is data centralization. This innovative approach consists of a dual system designed to transform governance, empower citizens, and enhance the public service. Our first system is a strategic intelligence platform, SIP for short. This is a state-of-the-art platform that is catered towards the government. It aims to interconnect government departments through an underground database powered by artificial intelligence. It collects and consolidates data from various departments, therefore streamlining interdepartmental operations and providing real-time analytics. Optimizing decision-making, supporting evidence-based policy development, and driving resource efficiency are all elements provided by the use of SIP. From infrastructural planning to climate resilience, the Strategic Intelligence Platform empowers the government to act decisively and transparently. Firstly, data-driven policymaking. By providing a comprehensive view of data from multiple government sectors, this platform will enable policymakers to make informed decisions based on the latest data and insights. For example, data on education, health, infrastructure, and employment could be cross-analyzed to create targeted initiatives that address root causes of economic challenges, fostering inclusive growth.
Additionally, cross-border data sharing and collaboration. By extending the platform's capabilities to work across borders, we can share anonymized insights with neighboring countries or partners. Collaborative analytics can help coordinate economic policies, encourage foreign investment, and strengthen trade relations by identifying mutual economic opportunities.
Thirdly, transparency and accountability. Consolidating government data on a platform can improve transparency by making select insights available to the public or relevant stakeholders. This transparency could boost investor confidence, attracting foreign direct investment and fostering a climate of economic trust both locally and internationally.
Lastly, enhancing the market. To achieve dynamic job training, the platform can incorporate machine learning to track the changes in industry demands and recommend training programs to reskill the workforce in real time. By preparing workers for emerging roles in high-growth sectors, governments can proactively address skill gaps, boosting employment rates and productivity. The government can implement targeted programs that will stimulate both entrepreneurship and employment. The Strategic Intelligence Platform will only be used by government officials and investors. This is due to the presence of sensitive data. The second segment of the dual system will be tailored towards the public, which my colleague will now explain.
We will have a multi-sector app. This will enhance collaboration across key areas like infrastructure, education, healthcare, and agriculture. This app will be structured to provide a seamless experience for users in each sector, along with key features for each area. This is achieved through multi-sector access and navigation.
Firstly, we will have sector-specific categories. Users can easily navigate between the various sectors, which will each have a dedicated dashboard tailored to the needs of that field.
Additionally, user-specific access and permission, depending on the user's role, example, teacher, students, government official, and healthcare providers, they will see relevant content and have access to tools specific to their responsibilities within each sector.
Firstly, on the education dashboard, we will provide enhanced communication and resource management through 1. Teacher and student resource sharing. Teachers can create lists of needed supplies visible to HR and administrative staff who would track requests, approve budgets, and manage procurement through the app. This would streamline supply acquisition, ensuring that classrooms are adequately equipped. Secondly, event calendar and notifications. Students and teachers will have access to a dynamic calendar for school events, field trips, exams, and other key dates. This app will send notifications and reminders to ensure that everyone stays informed. Lastly, collaboration and feedback channels. Teachers, students, and administrative staff will use a centralized chat or discussion board to share concerns, brainstorm new initiatives, or address school policies. For example, if students have suggestions for extracurriculars, they can communicate them directly.
Next, there will be a dynamic agriculture and supply chain mapping. As our island makes progress in taking steps towards producing our own crops and providing our own foods, the platform will aim to provide real-time mapping of agricultural productivity, food supply chains, and climate conditions. By tracking factors like weather and crop yields, it will help farmers to optimize planting schedules and help governments detect and address food supply shortages before they become crises. Additionally, consumers will be able to pre-order and purchase from this in real time. Example, this can be useful for the provision of day-old chicks, which was a recent initiative done in the agricultural sector.
Thirdly, there will be digital healthcare assistants. These virtual assistants will answer, schedule appointments, and provide personalized health tips based on the user's medical history and local health trends. Healthcare providers will be able to send information across all hospitals and clinics to the pharmacy and to patients. The assistants will automatically create a schedule on a day-to-day basis based on the level of care needed by appointment already made. Walk-ins will also be able to schedule.
For example, if I have a level 1 appointment, however, a level 3 emergency was to occur, I will be notified by the app and my appointment will be immediately rescheduled, rather than waiting 3 hours at the hospital just to be told, you'll have to come back another day.
We will have project dashboards with digital twins. This is where you can view ongoing infrastructure projects through technology. The government can visualize projects' current state and future progress in real time. For instance, they can monitor the progress of the airport and even test different designs, the impact of natural disasters, and run simulations for emergencies. Additionally, there will be community design proposals. For projects like community centers or public spaces, like the green space, the app will include a feature for users to submit ideas, proposals, or feedback. Community members may suggest playgrounds, garden areas, or accessible designs, and the AI will consider all proposals and generate a model of the infrastructure that would best cover all the needs. And of course, citizens will be able to access digital twin models of the community spaces to track the progress. We feel this is much needed because for this very project, we had to beg teachers to use their classroom at night in order for us to meet. With our app, someone can propose a design for an area that is safe and productive for students like us. Lastly, community input. We will have forums for community-led initiatives. Residents can create and join forums to discuss community needs, propose new initiatives, or organize neighborhood events. This would foster a strong sense of community engagement and collaboration. Events such as beach cleanups or breast cancer walk will be promoted in this section of the app.
And this is the 3D model of our building. And we will have our data stored underground. And offices and training departments will also be inside.
So some of our benefits include economic growth, improves governance, streamlines services, fosters innovation, strengthens resilience, community and social development, sustainable development, and job creation. Some of our challenges include data standardization, data privacy and security, and the lack of AI literacy, all of which we do have proposed solutions for.
And this is our SWOT analysis. And our strengths are 24/7 availability, low tax environment. Weaknesses are lack of investment capital, resistance to change, and our opportunities are creating a population of skilled workers and diversification of services. And lastly, our threats are natural disasters. And our startup costs are $16 million US, and operational costs are $58,000 US per month.
Our sources of funding, primarily the .ai Endowment Fund, and additionally, private investments, sponsorships, individual donations, and grants from foundations. Our streams of revenue will be data access fees for non-essential data service, certification and training, service charge from the government of Anguilla, maintenance fees, and customized reports for private sector needs. There are many more streams of revenue, but we chose to state the main ones. Here we have our projected revenue over the course of 5 years, and it grows from 1.6 million in the first year to 2.1 million in the 5th year. And we also have our projected net profit over the course of 5 years. To make these figures as accurate as possible, we researched equipment and we researched the cost of equipment to get our figures for our startup costs and operational costs. And we also used the 2023 budget that was posted by the government, since they're our customer. We combined those figures and created prices that were tailored to the government, that's affordable for them, while still maintaining a profit for us. In phase 2 of our project, we plan on training persons in using and optimizing this model and sending them to other Caribbean islands to implement this model and generate more revenue for us. Last but not least, we do not have a case study because we only found individual components of our idea and nothing that completely encompassed what we envisioned. Thank you.
Thank you, Team 1. Are there any questions from the judges? You're allowed a maximum of 2 questions.
Good evening. I just want to say excellent presentation overall. Seeing that we're limited to only 2 questions, I'll skip the first one I had in mind. Something that I found very interesting was the fact that you said, despite having user-specific access, so teachers will have different access to health professionals, etc., that you said the information on the platform will only be available to government officials and investors. Was that correct?
So we have a dual system. The first component of it is the SIP, the Strategic Intelligence Platform, and that's where you saw the underground data center. That will interconnect all the government departments and have more sensitive data that's not available to the public. So that will only be for the government to help them in decision and policy making. But the second component is the app, in which citizens can use as well. But the data from the underground center won't be available on that.
Okay, I just wanted clarification as to the information investors would have access to that would not necessarily be publicly available. That's what I was more curious about, the thought process behind that.
Any non-sensitive data that the government would like to share with investors, but
okay.
Not the public.
Okay, thanks. And before I hand over to the other judges, the only other thing that I was interested in, the digital twin, particularly for the infrastructure projects where you can see real-time development of, for example, the airport project. How do you plan on actually being able to track that, construct that in real time? What technology would be required? And what do you think? Do you think it's worth the return on investment?
So for the airport, like when we put our data to the artificial intelligence, so they would be trained and specialized in areas. And for instance, the digital twin, when they are trained, so they will have a projection. They will have data from different departments, for instance, budgets and how expenditure are being used. So they will have an idea of how the project is being move forward.
Good evening. No questions really, just to commend you for the work well done. I did note that you said government would be your primary customer, and I think as someone in government, this is very well researched, and you have shown that you know your customer and you understand their needs. And I also wanted to recognize the ingenuity of the Digital Twin project, because I think that is very useful for potential investors. A lot of people want to know what's happening. They want to be abreast with the development of what is happening. So you have, for example, the airport. The airport is happening, but you can see that there's a lot of construction in the ground. So you can't see from the road what exactly, what phases are being met, what is left to be done. And this will keep the public aware of the progress. I think this is really very well researched. I looked at my notes and I realized I put well researched 3 times. So I just want to commend you on the great work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team 1. Before we introduce Team 2, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Your Excellency, the Acting Governor, Mr. Perrin Bradley, Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Ms. Cora Richardson Hodge, and Member of the Opposition, Mrs. Shelia Rogers Webster. We also have with us Mr. John Sandiford. Could you please stand, sir? He's an entrepreneur from Amsterdam with roots in St. Martin. He was instrumental in the establishment of the Innovate Anguilla Incubator. Now we have Team 2. Let's hear it for Team 2. DAI. The names again: Abigail Campbell, Sharvin Narain, and Salesha Richardson. Team 2, DAI.
Hello. Imagine planning a vacation to the most pristine island of the Caribbean without having to compare attractions, accommodations, cuisine, or even your plane ticket. Imagine an app that plans the perfect trip personalized for you and your preferences. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Salesha Richardson Phillips.
I am Abigail Campbell.
And I am Sharvin Narain.
And we introduce to you Discover AI. Discover AI, empowering travelers by integrating artificial intelligence into travel to deliver seamless, personalized, and enriching travel planning experiences. Anguilla has experienced a significant increase in tourism in the first 5 months of 2024, where we welcomed approximately 98,052 visitors. 6 months later, imagine how that number has multiplied. Anguilla offers luxury tourism with world-class beaches, luxury accommodations, gourmet dining, wildlife, and a rich cultural heritage. Tranquility wrapped in blue, Anguilla is beyond extraordinary.
We tackled the topic by looking into Anguilla's main source of income, tourism. Discover AI is a paid, personalized, AI-based travel enhancement application where prospective tourists can enter prompts of their ideal trip, and AI algorithms will suggest accommodations, dining, and activities tailored to the user's taste and budget. Additionally, at no cost, tourists can browse on our app to find out what we do in Anguilla. The Lagoon Group. This is a destination management company that specializes in creating unique and authentic experiences among Caribbean islands. The primary objectives of this group are to provide personalized travel experiences that cater to the unique needs and preferences of their clients, enhance the travel experience by offering exclusive access to hidden gems and sought-after locations, and to ensure seamless coordination and execution of travel plans from beginning to end.
Now, the problem. What is the reason for implementing this app? Tourists visiting Anguilla often face challenges in personalizing their travel experiences, finding reliable real-time assistance, and ensuring safety and sustainability during their stay. Local businesses and authorities struggle to anticipate to rapidly changing tourism trends, leading to missed opportunities for economic growth and environmental preservation. This gap between tourist expectations and current offerings necessitates the implementation of an AI-powered travel enhancement application to deliver personalized, efficient, and sustainable travel experiences.
The app. Upon opening the app, users are greeted with our login or sign-in page. After logging in, they meet our home page where they have easy access to our AI bot, the star of the show, Discovery Assistant. The app is fully personalized. It even greets the user by the name. Below, you will find local activities offered by local businesses and our luxury accommodations. But Discover AI is not your typical personalized travel planning app. Here's why. Discover AI provides personal travel planning itineraries based on visitor preferences. Our AI algorithms will suggest accommodations, dining, and activity options that are tailored to our users' budgets and preferences. Say you are a user and you ask Discovery Assistant to plan you a trip for 8 days in December, 4 persons, no budget, nature-based activities, and Italian dining options. Discovery Assistant provides a full trip overview with cost breakdown, including your airline ticket, car rental, hotel, the activities asked, and Italian restaurant dining options. After booking, Discovery Assistant provides an easily accessible itinerary which highlights your progress as your trip durates. 2. Predictive analytics for tourism trends. Discover AI will help local businesses and the government analyze tourist trends and analyze data from peak season. This will help the local businesses and the government know how to improve services and infrastructure to better suit tourist needs. Sustainable tourism practices. Discover AI will promote eco-friendly tourism and educate tourists on our wildlife and beaches to promote sustainable practices. It will also teach tourists how to protect our island to preserve its natural beauty. As seen, Discover AI provides an entire page dedicated to nature preservation.
Itinerary sharing. Discover AI will allow tourists to share itineraries with their travel partners. Weather tracking. Discover AI will alert tourists on weather systems in and around Anguilla before they travel, which may be a threat to their trip and which may cause cancellations or delays. Additionally, it will alert them about weather conditions that may affect their activities and plans while they're on the island. As you can see on the screen, this is how Discover AI will send a notification to a user. It will say something along the lines of, weather alert. There is a high chance of flight cancellation for your flight from Miami to Anguilla due to severe weather conditions. As you can see, our app is fully personalized and it is available on just about every device. Your Apple Watch, your iPad, your MacBook, your Android, your Samsung, Discover AI is on it too.
Offline capabilities. Discover AI, unlike other travel apps, can operate offline. Features differ based on your level of subscription, which we categorize as basic or premium. Basic users can utilize maps, view itineraries, receive weather alerts, and use SOS features. Premium members have full access to all features when offline. The other key feature that we have is 24-hour assistance, or what we would refer to as smart concierge services. Discover AI offers real-time assistance and recommendations to the use of virtual AI assistants 24/7, which answers questions and assists with booking reservations.
How will Discover AI generate revenue? Discover AI will generate revenue through monthly subscriptions and placement fees. The app will be open to all to view what Anguilla has to offer as a tourism destination and to learn about the island's culture. But in order to utilize any of the special features previously stated, a user will have to subscribe. There are two subscription options, which are basic and premium. Basic is $10 per month per user, and this includes a simple itinerary, ability to view popular attractions and accommodations, basic offline access, no cancellation protection, access to local emergency contact information, and basic discounts. Premium, which is $30 per month per user, includes a customizable itinerary, personalized recommendation based on search history, full app access offline, collaborative planning, dynamic price alerts, exclusive discount, an SOS emergency button, cancellation protection, and more. Additionally, Discover AI will charge local businesses and accommodation to advertise their products and services on the app in the form of video ads, pop-up ads, the ability to book, and more.
The cost to start. From our research, developing a personalized AI-based travel enrichment application, including the integration of AI, app design, app development, marketing, API, which is application programming interface, the UI, user interface, and the UX, user experience, design should cost anywhere between $100,000 and $350,000 US dollars.
This is our markup for how much Discover AI should generate in revenue from monthly subscriptions. If 5,000 users use our app at the basic level, that would generate $50,000 per month or $600,000 per year. If 3,000 users use our app at the premium level, which is $30 per month per user, that would generate $90,000 per month or $1,080,000 per year. This will give us a grand total of $140,000 per month and $1,680,000 per year from monthly subscriptions alone.
How will Discover AI benefit the economy? Due to how easy the app makes travel to Anguilla, it will definitely attract more tourists. Discover AI's advertisement features will highlight what Anguilla is like during the off-season in hopes to attract them to Anguilla's rich culture. This would help tourists to traffic more evenly throughout the year. An increase in the amount of tourists will boost economic growth, leading to stuff like job creation, possible development of infrastructure to suit tourist needs, and definitely a higher revenue from tourism. Once users keep their subscription active, Discover AI will prompt follow-ups and reminders of their previous trips, as well as boost popular activities and encourage travelers to try them, which would encourage repeated visits.
Sources of income. Sources of funding. We can receive funding from the Anguilla Youth Business Foundation, which offers 28,000 EC dollars or 10,000 US dollars in startup funding as a loan. Secondly, bank loans. And thirdly, angel investors. Angel investors generally invest $25,000 to $100,000 per individual investor.
How do we plan on making this vision a reality? We estimate that the vision of Discover AI can take 2 years to come into fruition. We would need to partner with tech companies to build the AI-powered platform, collaborate with local businesses, tourism boards, and government agencies, launch a pilot program to test and refine the platform, promote the platform to potential tourists through various channels, and regularly update the platform based on user feedback and emerging technologies. Discover AI,
Empowering travelers
by integrating artificial intelligence into travel to deliver seamless, personalized, and enriching travel planning experiences.
All right.
Thank you.
Good evening. This is, again, a very well-researched presentation. And I do like, it was implied that a lot of our tourists are repeat tourists, and you are trying to get them to discover Anguilla in different seasons. A lot of people look at Anguilla for what we call the peak season, but my preference of Anguilla is our summer season. So I like that you are trying to encourage them to explore outside of not just where they would ordinarily go, but when they would ordinarily visit. But I realize that a big part of the success of Discover AI is being in the minds and eyes of persons before they come to Anguilla. So where do you propose you would advertise this platform to attract persons prior to their travel?
We plan on advertising our app on various social media platforms, as well as partnering with popular accommodations that will partner with us. So like through the hotel, they can also book through our app.
Perfect.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I too want to say excellent presentation. You guys did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I have a quick question. So AI platforms tend to be as good as the data that they are trained on. And a lot of the information, take for example, the experiences, the restaurants, where are you going to get the up-to-date information to keep your system updated? So say for example, where's your AI going to go to see if this restaurant in West End has a booking or if their menu has been updated? How do you plan on keeping up with that?
Well, that is a very good question. So it's definitely something that we will take into consideration. But of course, in our development stages, there will have to be some pre-trained development in terms of data collection and large information databases. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening. Excellent presentation.
Thank you.
Question, how much interaction you expect between the user and the application in terms of, do you expect the application to make all of the bookings, the calendaring, and the conversations with the various establishments, or you expect more user interaction?
So our app, really and truly, the user just books through us. So when they get to there, they can just say, you know, we use Discover AI to book through. So we will also look into that. Thank you.
Good evening, and again, excellent presentation.
Good evening.
Just one question. You guys mentioned that like restaurants and hotels will be able to pay a subscription to like get ads and promote their products there on app. Do you feel like that will influence the recommendations a bit? So let's say if a restaurant were paying more advertising revenue, that the AI might lean towards recommending that restaurant more.
So in terms of your question there, it's you ask You ask if the restaurant sponsors, would they pop up for more recommendations?
Yeah, so would the AI in town recommend those places
Well,
that are advertising more?
the AI goes based on the restaurant's ratings. So the higher the rating, the more it will pop up.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you, Team 2. Thank you, judges. So that was DAI. Let's hear it for DAI again. Team 3, the innovators. You're next. And we have Michaela, Mayanique, Naila, and Yazel.
The tourist approaches a local and asks for directions.
Excuse me, where's Shoal Bay Beach?
In Shoal Bay, duh.
Where is that?
The tourist gives up on the unhelpful local and pulls out their phone and searches for help. They discover a platform named Explore Anguilla AI. Hope and excitement fills the tourist's face.
Wait a minute. I just found this website, exploreanguilla.ai. It's a virtual tour of the island. It seems like I can explore the beaches, check out events, and even get directions right here. It even gives recommendations for nearby restaurants and offers relevant bookings.
Wait. But let me see too now.
We, Mayanique Harris,
Naila John Baptiste,
Yazel Simon,
the innovators, oh my God. The innovators aim to boost Anguilla's tourism with exploreanguilla.ai, an AI-powered platform offering virtual experiences of the island's beaches, culture, and landscapes. By showcasing Anguilla year-round, especially during its slowest season, the platform aims to keep the island's economy afloat all year round. We encourage all guests to lose the crowd and find themselves in AI. So here we have some challenges to be solved for Anguilla's tourism industry. Regional competition. This is where other Caribbean destinations offering similar experiences create disputes. And we also have seasonal tourism flow, which is difficulty attracting tourists consistently throughout the year.
Solutions for our site. Differentiation. It highlights Anguilla's unique features like untouched beaches, cultural heritage, through exclusive tools and experiences on exploreanguilla.ai, setting it apart from our competitors. Off-season engagement. It uses AI-driven promotions and tailored marketing to attract tourists all year round, offering virtual events, seasonal deals, and unique activities to stabilize tourism flow.
Okay, so some challenges that we might encounter and how we aim to solve them. One aim of our site is to encourage visitors to the island during the off-season. However, since most hotels are closed during this period, the question arises, where would these guests stay? Ideally, the increased demand for off-season visits would encourage hotels to remain open to accommodate these new guests. Some benefits of this site is attracting tourists by offering a preview inspiring tourists to visit, providing exposure for small businesses, hotels, guest houses, restaurants, and local attractions, creating job opportunities in web development, 3D modeling, and video production. Job stability. It helps maintain employment year-round, reducing seasonal layoffs and providing consistent incomes for workers in tourism. It strengthens national identity as it paints Anguilla as a modern and attractive destination and encourages off-season tourism and increases the revenue, generating additional income for local businesses, including hotels and restaurants, ensuring a steadier flow of revenue throughout the year.
So cases researched. So we found a website called Virtual Hawaii 360, and this is a travel guide which focuses on Hawaii's islands. It offers detailed itineraries, landmark highlights, and travel tips for all types of visitors. It covers activities like hiking, surfing, cultural tours, along with recommendations for iconic sites such as Waikiki Beach and Hawaii Volcanoes National Park.
Our SWOT analysis. Strengths. We have innovative technologies. It enhances destinational appeal, global accessibility, user-friendly design. Weaknesses. It demands a lot of maintenance. Development costs, dependence on technologies, privacy and data security risks, target market limitations, targeting the younger generation. Opportunities, partnerships with local businesses, government, and tourism board support. Use analytics to understand traveler preferences and optimize marketing strategies. Threats, regional and global competition, technological advancements dependent on tourism trends. Our financial forecast. This involves sources of fundings and investors, personal savings. We have for AYBF grant loans, which is, this is the Anguilla Youth Business Foundation. We will be receiving a loan from them. Government grant investment from Anguilla Tourist Board. As you can see, we have a lot of different parts for our startup costs. We have things for the hiring developers, the software tools, the copywriting content, et cetera, et cetera. For this, we have calculated an estimated amount of $87,200 to $130,500. Our operating costs. For this, we will have to have our serving or hosting costs. We'll have to have our ongoing marketing, staff salaries, admin, and content creation. This has calculated to about $92,500 to $136,000. Profitability. We plan, so with our startup costs, we have very little, right? That's normal. And then considering that with the operating costs, the revenue, and the net profit, we will receive about the highest, $148,000. Our app and our website. Moving to our model up here, as you can see, we have made a label, a diagram of not only Anguilla, but its most popular places. We have pinpointed these as not only by the ratings, but even local preferences. As you can see, our app provides a multitude of off-season locations that help enhance our app. For example, we have places like Le Bon Pain Bakery, Crocus Bay Beach. We have the historical events, which is the Wall Blake House, the old prison, or even the old courthouse, for viewing, and not only that, but examining as well. For another thing as well, for our app, we have installed notification updates. So each time an event is upcoming or has happened in Anguilla, the app will notify you and let you know when it's about to come, what is happening. For example, Anguilla Aurora holds movies at their theaters. The app will notify you, as this is an event held in Anguilla where locals, and not only that, but tourists as well, can attend. Another thing, we have Carnival, August Monday, etc., etc. For this, we also added a feature that allows us to see into the island. So you have VR features. So for example, if you don't know what the hotels look like and you want to see if it's your vibe, if it's your relaxation destination, you can, by a click of a button, you can explore the hotels. Through AI, we have generated
So get ready to experience Anguilla like never before. Our virtual tour platform lets you explore the island's stunning beaches, vibrant culture, and historic landmarks, all from the comfort of your device. Whether you're planning your first visit or returning to rediscover its charm, our immersive 360 views and interactive guides provide a taste of the beauty, warmth, and adventure that awaits. Start your journey now and let Anguilla's allure inspire you to make this dream destination your next travel experience. Dive in and see what Anguilla truly is, beyond extraordinary. Next.
So our app displays, it gives them like an immersive feeling of them, arriving into Anguilla. So we just have a little, a little video of a plane moving. Yeah, so we have a little video of a plane to show you as if you feel like you're coming into Anguilla. And this, just a welcome, give you, the natural beauty of Anguilla. And, we're going to give you a little bit of history about the island because, people would want to know what they're looking into. So here we have a short history. Anguilla, a British overseas territory in the Caribbean, was originally inhabited by indigenous peoples and later settled by the English in 1650. It was administratively linked to St. Kitts and Nevis in 1825, a union that led to dissatisfaction and eventually the Anguillan Revolution in 1967, when Anguillians pushed for independence from St. Kitts after British intervention in 1969. Anguilla gained separate status in 1980. Today, the island thrives on tourism and maintains a blend of African and British cultural influences. So here, would be the navigational bar for our app. So you see how we have it broken down into different segments. You have entertainment, restaurants, beaches, historical sites, and luxury resorts. So let's say you click 4 seasons, right? Let's say you click 4 seasons, resort and residences. So this is another video that's supposed to be playing. So it just shows, give a little demo of the iconic spots in 4 Seasons. And here, this is another video showing how the virtual reality would look. It's a 360 scope of what the Four Seasons resort would look like. So you can travel around and move to different areas, and it's very realistic, so you can get a feel as if you're there in person. So this is here, again, you'd also get a description on the resort that you're viewing. And it says the Four Seasons Resort and Residences Anguilla, located between Meads Bay and Barnes Bay, is a premier luxury destination known for its stunning ocean views, upscale accommodations, and exceptional service. Originally opened as Viceroy Anguilla in 2009, it became Four Seasons property in 2016, attracting high-end travelers with spacious rooms, suites, and private villas. Guests enjoy world-class dining, an extensive spa, and various wellness options, as well as complimentary water sports and family-friendly activities. Perfect for weddings and special events, the resort also offers easy access to Anguilla's vibrant local culture, making it an ideal choice for memorable Caribbean experience.
Okay, so this leads you into another part of our website where it gives you more options as to activities you might want to do while here. Go into Fun Zone, Straw Hat, a restaurant, and some other apartments and Airbnbs that will be available to tourists.
Thank you. No, I don't think so.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Once again, job well done. The first question, I love the skit at the beginning in terms of that was a very creative way of bringing the idea across. And one thing that stood out to me, hopefully I would believe that our locals would try to be a bit more helpful, but when the tourist wanted to find out, they went online and then they discovered exploreanguilla.ai. I'm just thinking, I noted that in your budget, you had 0 for marketing and 0 for ongoing marketing. So how do you envision people will come about finding your site? Because a site like, for example, Google, they might have just Googled it. And if you're not putting money into marketing, how do you expect them to come across it?
So we had envisioned that while creating this program or website, we would get, like I think we mentioned, the loans from the other businesses or accommodations, and we imagined that they would market, like help in the marketing sector for our program, so we wouldn't necessarily be putting the income into it.
Another thing as well, we also put into plans social media marketing. So we would hire social media professionalists that would not only market us, but market Anguilla as a whole through us. So the whole point of Explore Anguilla is to bring Anguilla to the front line through us to make it more accessible and easier for tourists to find us and to travel to here.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Lovely presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I had a question based on my own experience with apps. Ordinarily, you have to collect some information at the beginning. You'd ask for perhaps where the person is from, age, that sort of information. So what sort of information do you anticipate you'll be collecting to ensure your app is relevant?
So for starters, we will have them log in. That's the first thing. We'd have to get their login information through either email or phone number. Secondly, through that, after they log in, for example, Netflix, when you log in, they ask you your preferences or they ask you what you would like to see. That's another thing that will come right after the login process. So we will give the user the option to pick what they want to see, what they want to experience, and what they would expect from Anguilla.
Thank you, Team 3. Let's hear it for them. Team 3. Just by way of information, before Team 4 comes, this is our business week, as you're well aware. And tomorrow, we're having Are You Smarter Than a Business Student? It's going to be teachers versus students. So I do encourage you to tune into that. It should be live streamed. And on Friday, we have our Ethnic Richardson Expo, also sponsored by Anguilla Youth Business Foundation. It starts at 9, and it is right here in the cafeteria. So please do come to that event as well. So now we're going to invite Team 4 to come to the front. And they are the Terra Verde Collective, and their members, Tajanique Prasad, Tiari Reed, Laranique Hodge, and Alan Richardson. Team 4, Terra Verde.
Good evening, everyone. We are Tajanique Prasad, Laranique Hodge,
Tayari Reed, and Alan Richardson.
Let's start by setting the scene. Picture this. Heavy rain falls, roads are flooded, businesses are interrupted, and we're all scrambling to save the day. Sound familiar? Yeah, it's pretty much the plot of every rainy season in Anguilla. But here's the thing. Our infrastructure was built a long time ago when we thought the biggest challenge we'd face would be the occasional tropical storm. Today, we are dealing with more frequent storms, aging pipes, and systems that simply aren't built to handle it all. And let's be honest, waiting for the storm to hit and then hoping the drainage system holds up is, well, it's not exactly the most efficient plan.
Now this is where it gets interesting. While our drainage systems have been reactive, technology, especially AI, has come a long way. In the past few decades, we have gone from machines that crunch numbers to smart machines that can anticipate, predict, and act. It's time our drainage systems had a bit of that foresight. Anguilla's connection to artificial intelligence, AI, comes from its AI domain, which is popular with AI companies worldwide. In 2023, it earned the island $32 million, over 20% of government revenue. This income has funded key projects like better healthcare, school upgrades, and airport expansion. While it's been a big boost for the economy, leaders are cautious since the revenue depends on the AI industry's growth. For now, the AI domain is an unexpected but amazing success for Anguilla.
Anguilla's current state with AI. The rapid growth of AI around the world has brought a major economic boost to Anguilla. The money earned from the AI domain has been used to invest in important areas across Anguilla, helping to improve the island's development. Despite the advanced infrastructure, the Netherlands, due to its unique geographical location, faces significant challenges, with waterlogging, as approximately 1/3 of its land lies below sea level. This results in frequent water accumulation. To combat this issue, the country has developed advanced water management systems, including dikes, pumps, and drainage canals, to control water levels and prevent flooding. These innovative solutions have enabled the Netherlands to reclaim land from the sea and create fertile areas for farming.
This is where Anguilla comes in. Just as the Netherlands have relied on its traditional infrastructure to manage water, and Singapore has embraced smart technology to predict and prevent flooding, Anguilla has an opportunity to leap forward into the future. Our proposed smart pipe system, much like Singapore's, could be the key to managing our own water challenges. With AI-driven smart pipes that can monitor rainfall predict water flow, and adjust in real time, we can prevent the flooding and waterlogging that has been a constant problem and make our infrastructure more resilient, just like Singapore.
Exactly. And it's not just about preventing floods. It's about efficiency, cost savings, and long-term sustainability. Because let's be real, if we don't take actions now, we might as well start getting used to buying boats as our primary mode of transportation. And I am pretty sure that's not in anyone's budget.
This image depicts the aftermath of Hurricane Lenny in Anguilla in 1999. Challenges affecting Anguilla's economy. The dependence on tourism. Tourism accounts for over 25% of Anguilla's GDP. If a pandemic were to occur, what would we rely on? Mass import. The trading difference between exports and imports are significantly skewed. Water conservation. There are many leakage in the pipes running to Anguilla's essential services. Our business proposal. GreenTech.ai seeks to revolutionize the agriculture industry by harnessing artificial intelligence to promote sustainable high-yield crop production. The company's innovative approach involves utilizing rainwater runoff, a resource abundant in Anguilla, to optimize crop growth while minimizing environmental impact. This AI-driven technology would not only enhance the efficiency of local agriculture, reduce the need for imported goods, but also contribute to the island's economic development by creating new jobs in farming, technology, and related sectors. By fostering a self-sustaining agricultural system and monitoring weather patterns, GreenTech.ai could significantly boost Anguilla's food security and support long-term economic growth.
Smart pipes are cutting-edge pipeline systems equipped with sensors, connectivity, and automation that facilitate real-time monitoring, predictive maintenance, and optimization across various sectors, including drainage systems. By incorporating these advanced pipelines into our drainage infrastructure, we can ensure long-lasting efficiency while also serving as pre-filters to enhance water quality. These intelligent systems can actively monitor the drainage process, promptly identifying potential blockages or leaks, which helps to prevent failures and reduces maintenance costs. With the ability to track critical parameters like flow rates and water quality, smart pipes contribute to a more sustainable future, reducing waste and optimizing resource management. By integrating sophisticated technology into drainage system, we pave the way to a more prosperous future, enhancing the resilience and effectiveness of our water management systems.
GreenTech.ai and Department of Infrastructure are set to collaborate on a groundbreaking initiative aimed at enhancing Anguilla's drainage systems while simultaneously boosting local agriculture. This partnership will leverage advanced technology to improve water management, focusing on an efficient use of rainwater runoff for agriculture purposes. By optimizing drainage systems, the collaboration will help reduce the impact of flooding and soil erosion, ensuring a more stable environment for farming. This innovative approach not only supports sustainable agriculture, but also strengthens the island's infrastructure, paving the way for long-term economic and environmental benefits.
The business is housed in a two-story building designed for both operational efficiency and sustainability. On the ground floor, there's a spacious warehouse for storing goods, alongside tanks designated to collect and store water, ensuring an adequate supply for the agricultural operations. Adjacent to the building, a series of indoor farms utilize vertical farming systems, maximizing space and increasing crop yields in a controlled, environmentally friendly environment. To support the distribution of goods, GreenTech AI will employ a fleet of customized trucks specifically designed for the business's needs. These trucks will not only transport agricultural products, but also reinforcing companies' commitment to sustainability with personalized features that align with the company's green and innovative approach.
These are our sources of funding. We can acquire grants from the government, grants from foundations such as the Anguilla Youth Business Foundation, loans from financial institutions such as the Anguilla Mortgage Company, and have private investments.
These are the startup and operational costs. So we'll have the cost of pipes, the installment, cost of drains, and more come down. And right here we have the total. The total for startup costs will be 526,000 EC to 625,000. And operational costs per month will be 87,000. I can't read. 87,000 to 100,000.
These are different ways in which our business intends to earn revenue and costs for the governments and cut costs for the government and community. We have education, selling water to households, selling water to agriculture, agrotourism, selling crops, exports, less imports due to natural processed foods, and lastly, we have less costs for the government.
We project that GreenTech.ai will generate EC dollars 17,495,000 in revenue over its first 5 years. This forecast is based on a solid business model through market analysis and a clear growth strategy. Our approach focuses on scaling operations to meet the increasing demand for sustainable AI-driven solutions. By targeting key industries, looking for innovative and eco-friendly technologies, we are positioning ourselves for long-term success and aiming to build a strong foundation for the future growth of the company. This strategy will not only drive revenue, but also establish GreenTech.ai as a leader in a growing field of green technology powered by AI.
These are the various benefits both the government and community will receive, such as less eroding of roads, lowering costs for governments and citizens, job creation, less imports, more natural processed foods in Anguilla, and adequate amount of water for households. This image depicts our various strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
We have low operating costs as the strength, sustainability, and government support potential. Weaknesses, we have reliance on rain for the drains to go to the agriculture. Limited local expertise, dependent on technology. Opportunities, potential export increase, partnerships and grants, tourism integration through agrotourism. And threats, diseases, AI unpredictability, and natural disasters.
Here we have the hurdles we may face as young entrepreneurs, such as sufficient funding, market dynamics, as young entrepreneurs with almost no experience coming in to the market may be a problem, and permissions from the government.
To wrap up, Anguilla faces challenges with aging drainage systems, struggling to keep up with more frequent storms. As I pointed out, while we've seen AI revolutionize other industries, it's time to apply that innovation to our industries. Looking at countries like the Netherlands and Singapore, we can see the importance of being proactive. With smart pipes and AI-driven technology, we have the opportunity to modernize our drainage systems, prevent flooding, reduce costs, and boost water quality. We can also revolutionize agriculture using rainwater runoff for sustainable crop production, boosting food security, and creating new jobs. Together, these solutions will not only improve our infrastructure, but create a more sustainable, self-sufficient Anguilla. Thank you for your undivided attention.
We got this physical model that are a little choppy, but it always so we got love us still. So we got pipes in here, them that actually work, but we got a little leak. So yeah, them supposed to go through up here, but since we got a leak, we got through it to the pipe. And then I'll be able to talk for a while, because I got suck out the water to show you. So, Tayara gonna do the talking from here.
So here, Alan is pouring. Someone said I can't see in the back. Okay. And here, the water would be dirty, but as you see, I see our water has been filtered with the use of our smart pipes. Thank you for your undivided attention.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hope the water didn't taste too bad. I just had a question on once the tech is set up and you get your target audience and your customers ready, how do you maintain cash flow? I don't think that was clear.
So we plan to sell the crops we use the water with to the hotels, because the hotels like to have fresh vegetables. And we also export crops to nearby islands like St. Martin and St. Kitts.
So who would be the target audience specifically for the tech?
Mainly, it's in mainly hotels. And wait for the tech, oh, it will be the community, because if you drive on a Coronation Avenue, you realize that whenever it rains, the road floods with water. So the pipes would drain the water and it would send it to tanks, and the water could be used for plants. What else? Why? I forget. For plants, also selling purposes, we could do bottled water.
And that same water can be used to water the plants, which could be used to export to different countries, neighboring islands.
So the government would be the user of green tech?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Good evening. Excellent job to all of you. I really like the idea and the creative way it was brought across. I have one question, but it's kind of like a two-part question. So firstly, just for clarity, will these smart pipes be used across the entire island, or just in areas where we have issues with flooding, drainage, and where farming may need some more water?
Well, initially, we want to start small scale, but as we continue, we hope to help the drainage problems around the island with the smart pipes.
Additionally, these pipes are able to locate other pipes around the globe to prevent infrastructural damage to pipes that already exist.
Great, because that actually leads me to the second part of my question. Do you foresee any issues with integrating your smart pipes and this new proposal with the existing water distribution network?
You could repeat that one more time.
Okay, so we already have a system for distributing water across the island that you'd have highlighted does have some leaks and some issues. When you put in your smart pipes in the various areas, do you foresee any issues integrating your new technology with the existing water distribution network?
The smart pipes will be able to tell if there's a problem. It would predict the problem occurring. So let's say it has a leak. It will be able to tell us where exactly the leak is on the island, so we could go to the place.
So you will be connecting to the government pipes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good evening. Excellent presentation. Question about your delivery of your crops to the hotels. What type of vehicles do you expect to use?
We expect to use a delivery truck, like a van or so.
Any particular technology in the trucks?
A freezer, too.
What type of fuel?
The right answer will be electric, but I like gasoline engines. I like
Gotta be honest.
I like to hear a pour in the engines. I would say diesel trucks.
Thank you. And by way of information, the business department has 9 teachers. So I'm going to ask those present to stand so that we can see who you are. Because not all of us know you. I'm one. I'm over here. That's our HOD, Miss Arlette Gums, Miss Matty. Thank you. And we actually teach 10 subjects, both at the CSEC level. You may say thank you. Both at the CSEC and Cape level. Good. I didn't say, but I have to be careful because I'm also part of math. November is quite a busy month for us here at the Albina Lake Lodge Comprehensive School. There was Science Week and Math Month. So on Thursday, there's Family Math Night, so please do tune into that as well. On Saturday, Science Department is having a fashion show where they're going to take old stuff and make beautiful clothing. And that's at Morris Vanderpool Primary School. So please do come to that. And then on the 29th, we're going to have Math and Science Expo at the auditorium. So please do come to that as well. Plenty of positive things are happening at the Albina Lake Lodge Comprehensive School. And we need to make those go viral as well. Okay. So Team 5, are you ready? Great. No? Good. Team 5, the Innoventors. Our members in Team 5 Innoventors, Indira Thompson, Ariana Adamson, Keani Rogers, Zuri Barbaro, and Shalana Ashton.
Imagine you're a tourist that just came to Anguilla for the first time, not knowing where to go, and all you have is a traditional map of Anguilla. Well, we've got the perfect solution for you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Innoventors present Transicto. This evening, we'll be discussing a business idea surrounded by artificial intelligence in the context of contributing to Anguilla's economy. Before we start, I am Indira Thompson,
Shalana Ashton,
Zuri Barbaro,
Ariana Adamson,
and Keani Rogers.
Tourism has become a big factor of Anguilla's economy since the mid-20th centuries, when the island began to develop as a high-end tourism destination. Visitors were eager to explore the island's stunning beaches, historical sites, and cultural landmarks. Due to the pandemic, no tourists were traveling, and Anguilla's economy was detained for a period of time. Anguilla's tourism sector had resilience post-COVID-19 with its steady return for international visitors. Current ways visitors have been traveling to sites in Anguilla is by mostly rental car services or tour buses. But in Anguilla, there are no tour buses like ours.
When it comes to high-tech tours, folks can't help but to be intrigued by the AI robot auto drive bus. This isn't just another island tour. It's a chance to hop into the future and see how technology is shaping urban life. With a local tour guide who knows your stuff, participants get to explore local and historical attractions and witness robotics in action, all while enjoying the comfort of private transportation. Up to 12 persons can ride in this luxurious tech bus. This unique experience allows passengers to sit back and relax while the bus navigates the streets, all thanks to advanced artificial intelligence. This tour isn't just about seeing, it's about experiencing the future firsthand. Tourists can look forward to riding in riding in the AI auto drive bus, a thrilling journey throughout Anguilla, visiting local businesses, historical attractions, and an all-inclusive ride.
This is the interior and exterior of the bus. On the exterior, the bus includes LiDAR, which can detect objects within 280 feet, high-definition cameras, which provide 360-degree angle images with no blind spots, and millimeter wave radar. This provides a high-precision measurement of the distance, speed, and direction of other vehicles. This allows the robot to efficiently handle various urban traffic conditions, including operating on city streets during busy traffic periods in the morning and evening. The top speed is 24.5 miles per hour.
This map shows the route the buses will take. As you can see, there are certain stops on the map. Stops such as the Arch, the Warblake House, Crocus Bay, and our luxurious hotels, Aurora and Four Seasons. This route allows our tourists to see Anguilla from western to eastern and also gaining knowledge about Anguilla.
Tourists will have to book an online reservation to be able to experience this AI-operated bus. They will be picked up at the hotels they reside. Additionally, tourists will be able to choose their lunch plan on the website. They will have the option to choose between various local restaurants like Savvy Beach Club located in Meads Bay, or even privately owned restaurants like Davida located in Crocus Bay Beach. To spread awareness and showcase the business, brochures will be provided at hotels, the airport, and the ferry terminal to attract tourists.
This brochure is going to be used for advertisement purposes at the airport, the hotels, and the ferry terminal. This second brochure is going to be put inside the buses to give tourists information about the tour as they go along.
When considering the investment in tour buses, understanding the cost involved is crucial. A tour bus is more than just a vehicle, it's a mobile experience that can enhance travel for tourists. These AI robot buses are said to cost around 100,000 US dollars. In this case of duty-free consumptions, government may be able to assist.
What are the benefits of this autonomous bus? Economic boost. These AI tour buses contribute to the local economy by bringing tourists to spend money on attractions, food, and accommodations. This can create jobs and support local businesses. Efficient transportation. They provide a convenient way for tourists to explore various attractions without the hassle of navigating public transport or driving on their own. Environmental factor. The tour buses can also reduce the number of individual cars used by tourists on the road, which can help decrease traffic congestion and lower carbon emissions. Cultural exchange. Tour buses often include guided tours that educate visitors about local history and culture, fostering a greater appreciation and understanding of the destination.
Some challenges are limited accessibility. Buses may struggle to navigate on narrow roads or remote areas. Dependence on seasonal tourism. Many tour bus companies rely heavily on the peak tourism season, which can lead to financial instability during off-peak times. Public acceptance. Gaining the trust of passengers and the general public can be challenging. Many people may be hesitant to use automotive vehicles due to the safety concerns or a preference for a traditional driver. Cost. Purchasing necessary infrastructures. Changes of automotive tour buses can be expensive.
Transit Co can be funded by a loan from one of Anguilla's bank, NCBA, to be repairable in 20 years. The Honorable Minister Shelia Rogers Webster stated, government could potentially fund as long as adequate market research is conducted and reasonable funding costs are provided so that data-driven decisions can be made on the business idea. Specified by the Honorable Minister Kyle Hodge, I quote, what I think is a good idea is for this project to be a public-private partnership between a tour association and the government. Once the corrected structure is sorted out, then I agree that it can help enhance the economy. It can go a long way with employing drivers and tour guides. The Honorable Minister of Infrastructure and Tourism, Mr. Hayden Hughes, also expressed that the futuristic idea will be a welcome addition to Anguilla's tourist offerings.
Case study. China becomes the world's leader in automotive market in 2009, passing the United States autonomous vehicles, especially robo-taxis, which help make commuting easier. The sharing of robo-taxis helped decrease traffic on roads and let drivers relax during their commutes. The autonomous vehicles in market in China is projected to reach approximately 60 billion by 2030, driven in advancements in technology and increasing investments. Studies show that implementation of independent vehicles reduce traffic congestion by 30%, leading to significant savings in fuel costs and travel time. This is the use of self-governing vehicles helped reduce carbon emissions by an estimated 30% in urban areas, contributing to China's sustainability goals. WeRide has established itself as one of China's leading autonomous tech companies over the past few years and originally launched its RoboBus in 2022 on International Bio Island, its home city, an area that is home to hundreds of tech enterprises. Participants can look forward to a range of inclusions that enhance their experience on the private Guangzhou high-tech tour, ensuring a hassle-free and enjoyable adventure. This tour's got your back with all the essentials covered, letting you focus on the fun. According to Guangzhou's regulations on the commercialization of autonomous vehicle services, whether the car drives itself, a human or safety driver needs to sit in the driver's seat to monitor driving situations throughout the journey. With a perfect 5.0 rating from 9 reviews, it's clear that visitors will enjoy this.
In conclusion, Transisco is a business idea created around artificial intelligence to help contribute to Anguilla's economy. It gives tourists a chance to hop into the future and see how technology is shaping urban life. Tourists can look forward to riding the AI robot auto drive bus, a thrilling journey to Anguilla, visiting local businesses and historical attractions. With benefits, there are also challenges. But who wouldn't want to explore Anguilla in a high-tech way? Don't miss out on this opportunity to experience something truly unique. These are the links to the website where we found our information, and a special thanks to the Honorable Minister Shelia Rogers Webster and Kyle Hodge and the Honorable Hayden Hughes for their quotes. Thank you. We'll now take questions.
Good evening.
Hi.
Job well done.
Well, thank you.
You would have gone into some of the costs. I believe you'd have specified each bus would be around 100,000 US dollars. You would have talked about funding. You'd have mentioned that each bus can take 12 passengers at a time and it would be an all-inclusive experience, but you didn't specify the cost of the experience. So how much do you anticipate it will cost to ride the bus, and is this a cost per passenger do you have to book the entire bus?
Me? Okay. So what I remembered was the cost would be 130 US for adult, or 531 for in EC for adult, and for the for a child under 18 would be $65 US.
Okay, thank you. So I take it then that individuals can book the bus. You don't have to book the entire bus? Or do you have to book the entire bus?
The entire bus.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Excellent presentation. What about the cost of the other supporting activities for your business venture?
Okay, so the price that you're paying to come with us on the bus also goes with what activities we have listed for you. So let's say we went salt picking. That is, we provide everything that you would need, and that like comes together with the initial price of what you paid to come on the bus. The only thing that is not included is if per se you can pick wherever you want to go for lunch, dinner, or breakfast. If we go to a restaurant, you would have to pay for that.
So I was thinking about things like your charging infrastructure, if you say electrical vehicles, what does that cost?
Can you repeat that, please?
Things like the charging of the vehicles. I assume they're going to be electrical autonomous vehicles. So what will be the cost for that supporting infrastructure to charge your vehicles, maintenance, repairs, responding to emergencies, and so forth?
Okay, so for that, we would have two charging stations, one in the west and one in the east, in case it finishes. And we also, it's solar powered. So it's better for the environment.
and training of your vehicles, because to bring autonomous vehicles onto the roads, they'll have to be trained to our different roads, trained to our signs and so forth. So that's something that you'll have to eventually consider.
Okay, so I have a brother that's good with cars. So we can pay him to...
Definitely, keep it in the family, girl.
We can pay him to help us with the servicing of the bus and everything else, like paying for the servicing of the bus and fixing parts. He would also help us in case if there's something wrong inside of the bus, he would be the one to fix it.
Okay. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
This is a very good presentation. And it was good that you had the endorsement of people in government, in parliament, because you would ultimately want them to sign off and support this sort of venture. It's new, it's innovative, and I think it would capture any person that has the opportunity to partner with you. I have a few questions. So the first being that if it's an autonomous bus, my understanding is that, well, you did say that someone would need to be there in the event of something going wrong, but otherwise the bus would go to locations on its own. We have a lot of off-roads in Anguilla, so the general areas, like you can use Google, for example, and you can find well-known areas relatively easy, but some of the off-road places, off the beaten path, how do you anticipate the Transit Co. company would be able to navigate the lack of directions that exist in the that exists right now?
Okay, so for that, the bus also has a manual setting that we will have workers on the bus just in case of anything. A worker can come forward that knows how to drive the bus, can come forward and easily get you through those parts.
Okay. And my second question, you touched on it, which is a matter of public trust. It's a new initiative. People would have all kind of things to say. How do you envision you'll gain public trust? Because I do think that this is something that people locally can buy into as well. So how would you do that?
So we were thinking that since social media is used by almost everybody, we would have videos showing that the bus is trustworthy and how it works and stuff like that.
And then we'll have the engineers come on board and we'll have them test it out. Is this on? We have them test it out, and each month we will add on a new person. So first we start off with 2 people. The new month come, we add on 3, then we keep increasing until we reach our desired number 12. And while doing this, we record it and post it on our social media page. So as it goes along, people will trust it eventually, because you need time to trust something that's so new and not very popular. So that is how we will go about it.
This is a prototype of Transitco. These are the radars used to check the surroundings 360. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Team 5. And earlier you would have heard me mention, are you smarter than a business student? I'm going to give you some insider information. On the student side, those participating, Ethan Connor, Abigail Campbell, Sanaya Richardson, Cornel Fleming, and Tajai Liddy. On the other side, Doyle Hughes, Cherise Gums, Dana Connor, Dwayne Adams, and Carrie Webster. So please do come. It starts at 1. Tomorrow. Right here. Upstairs. Yes. Please do come. It's going to be fun. And we have 3 Orange House members on the other side. All right, we're winding down, and we're now going to hear from Team 6, Ocean Scope. That's our final team, Ocean Scope. And those members, Denari Gums and Keontae Brooks. One or two mics.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. Ready? Let's confront the harsh reality facing our beautiful Anguilla. Drug trafficking, illegal fishing, and environmental degradation are not just distant threats. They are pressing issues within our waters. While you debate politics, our biggest threat lurks beyond our shores, exploiting the gaps in our traditional security methods, which cannot be fully addressed. Our 200 nautical miles of exclusive economic zone have gone unprotected for far too long. This ends now. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Keontae Brooks, and this is my partner, Denari Gums. We are Ocean Scope, here to solve this troubling issue through Project Maritime Eye. Project Maritime Eye, through the use of cutting-edge technology, aims to harness the power of AI and advanced surveillance technology to monitor and protect Anguilla's waters by employing a network of floating buoys and drones.
Now to the drones. Now to the buoys. Each buoy is equipped with thermal and motion sensing cameras powered by solar energy for uninterrupted operations. Acting as the primary dedication point, the buoys identify vessels' activity and transmits data to a central AI system in real time. Each buoy will be strategically deployed across Anguilla's exclusive economic zone to maximize coverage. To the AI system, the AI software is the core of Anguilla's maritime monitoring network, processing data from buoys and cameras to track activity within the exclusive economic zone. It verifies vessel registration, flags unauthorized vessels, and detects deviations from approved routes, triggering alerts.
The drone. When a potential threat is detected, the AI system activates drone station near the coastline for quick deployment. These UAVs, equipped with advanced sensors, HD cameras, and thermal imaging, track vessels in real time, providing a secondary layer of surveillance alongside radar by feeds. The drones relay detailed data back to the control center, giving operators comprehensive situational awareness to assess threats, monitor vessel behavior, and determine the appropriate response, whether tracking illicit activity or preventing trespassing. The drones offer a flexible, non-intrusive surveillance tool that enhances maritime security.
Now, how will this all be managed? This will be managed through the control center. The control center is the central hub for monitoring and responding to maritime security threats. Using the buoys, drones, and AI to detect, track potential dangers like unauthorized vessels, staff operations verified by renewing data, and after an incident, the control center conducts post-event analysis to refine procedures and improve future responses, ensuring ongoing effectiveness in maritime security operations. Now to the model. As we can see, this is fully supported by solar energy. Next. And now for the office layout, here's where the officers will be working alongside with AI. And here is a replica of what the drone stations are supposed to look like. Now, the most important part of this is the antenna. The antenna receives and sends signals to the buoys, AI, and drones to and from the command center. Now, to the financial costs. The annual cost for this will be up to $650,000 to $846,000. And the total cost for this project will be $2,444,000 to $2,900,000. So to the revenue, AI licensing. We can sell our AI license to different companies, which will have a potential revenue of $200,000. Private sectors. OceanScope could offer security solutions to private shipping companies, tracking their vessels for insurance purposes, which has a potential to generate roughly $500,000, and government contracts. Since it's national security, the government would be our #1 customer. But not only the government in Anguilla, but we can expand this to regional governments. And last but not least, surveillance data licensing. We can sell this data to stakeholders in the maritime industry, like law enforcement bodies, to assess threats, pattern monitors, and monitoring reports, which also has a revenue of $500,000. So in general, it will generate at least $2.9 million in revenue.
Benefits, economic benefits. Our main industry boosts to tourism. A secure and protected coastline makes Anguilla more attractive to tourists, including those drawn to ecotourism. We all love going in the water. A reputation for pristine, well-protected waters can help bolster Anguilla's appeal as a tourism destination. Also, the finding of people, villains who commit illegal acts will generate revenue for the government. Job creation. Jobs in the field of tech maintenance, software engineering, and surveillance can be created. Protection of natural resources. Preventing illegal fishing protects local fishermen and the marine ecosystems, which are essential to the economy and livelihood of Anguillan fishers. Preventing drug trafficking and reducing crime. OceanScope, through Project Maritime Eye, enables Anguilla to detect suspicious activity in real time. Automation reduces manual workload. Less work. The use of AI for real-time monitoring eliminates the need for constant manual surveillance. This reduces the burden on law enforcement personnel, allowing them to focus on high-priority tasks rather than routine monitoring. Quicker response times, fast. Our proactive approach towards these illegal / suspicious occurrences result in quicker response times, which make it riskier for traffickers and smugglers to operate. Because who wants to get caught? Due to the durable self-sustaining technology, operational efficiency and cost savings can be seen as beneficial. Solar-powered buoys. The buoys are designed to be self-sustaining. Targeted responses minimize false alarms. The AI system identifies and prioritizes genuine threats by analyzing vessel activity, reducing unnecessary deployments of patrols or drones. Why would you want to go to check if nothing's really going on? Challenges. High initial costs and funding. Establishing an advanced surveillance system with AI-powered buoys, drones, and a centralized control center would require significant upfront investment. Technical and maintenance demands. The system relies on cutting-edge technology, means it will require a regular technical maintenance, skilled technicians, and potentially costly repairs, especially in harsh marine environments that can affect equipment longevity. Environmental and weather conditions. Harsh weather, such as tropical storms, hurricanes, Hurricane Irma, could damage or disrupt the buoy network and drone operations, potentially leading to downtimes and costly replacements. Funding and investments. Government of Anguilla. The government of Anguilla would be a potential funder due to its importance of reducing drugs and weapons smuggled into the island and its role of protecting and enhancing the blue economy. British government. As a British overseas territory, Anguilla's stability and security are priorities for the UK government. EU, European Union. By funding this project, the EU can strengthen maritime security, supporting its strategy to combat transnational crime, including drug trafficking to the Caribbean. CDB, Caribbean Development Bank. The CDB's investment in Ocean Scope strengthens regional security, supporting economic stability and growth. UN, United Nations bodies. The UN supports programs focused on security, sustainable development, and environmental conservation, aligning with Ocean Scope's goals. Cases reviewed.
Now, what are some countries that have similar implementations? Number one, Brazil. Brazil, through the EDGE Cooperation, an Abu Dhabi-based company, owns 50% of this project. They help protect Brazil's vast coastline using drones, buoys, and some form of AI. The People's Republic of China. China also uses this concept not for economic purposes, but to monitor the contested South China Sea. The EU. The EU has similar projects, just as we are proposing today, but they use satellites as a third measure of surveillance. With Project Maritime I, Anguilla waters can be fully protected, securing our people, livelihoods, and heritage. Imagine an Anguilla where fishermen can work without fear of illegal competition, where tourism thrives in a secure environment, and where every vessel is tracked and every threat intercepted. This is just more than technology. It strengthens law enforcement and supports the economy. It provides vigilance for future generations. This is the Anguilla we aspire to achieve, building a nation where water is a source of strength, not our weakness. Thank you. This is more detailed into our model. So we could go on to questions while this plays in the background.
Good evening. Lovely
evening.
presentation.
Thank you.
When you get into government and keeping the country safe, very early on you realize that no one is coming to save you. And across overseas territories, you would see that we are facing a lot of the problems that this Project Maritime I is proposing to solve. So I want to congratulate you for this work. It is very important work. In fact, I wish that it was an actual company that we could talk to right after this.
I mean, we have the time.
So in my ministry in particular, we are dealing with a lot of IUU, illegal, unregistered, unregulated fishing. And it is affecting our fishing industry. So I think this is a very good, it's very good that you not only focus on protecting the people, but also protecting the environment as well. Currently with the Blue Belt Partnership, we do have some level of satellite surveillance, but it is not constant, so the satellite continues to orbit, and when it's in our area, we have that. So this would be something that would bolster, and we would have 24/7 monitoring. So I had two questions. One about preventing hacking, because this is something that would impact the dark side of trade in terms of drug trafficking, and they may want to stop the work that you're doing or even have an understanding of your intelligence. So how do you protect hacking or prevent hacking?
So, as a part of our job creation, we would like to employ cybersecurity people. They will be, obviously, their job would be to detect any suspicious activities going on with our servers, and from there on out, they can stop it.
And secondly, what sort of information will you be using to identify where you should be deploying the unwatered drones?
So the drones, okay. So to get a full picture, these cameras are actually special grade cameras that has a 20-kilometer radius. So from there, the cameras can pinpoint the ships, and from there the drones can be sent off to monitor the feed of the camera.
So how will you use that information collected? Will there be someone who's monitoring on a 24/7 basis?
Yeah, you can repeat, please.
How would you use the information collected from the drones? Will there be someone consistently monitoring? How would you manage?
Yes, there will be a task force in the command central hub. From there, they will contact the authorities, because if we are pitching this idea to the government, we also have to go in this deal where we have cooperation. So from there, by the time if they are coming to Anguilla shores, they can have a law enforcement ready to capture them on site. Yeah. Because we are facing 200 nautical miles, so.
Thank you.
Good evening. Very exciting presentation.
Thank you, thank you.
Obviously, we're talking about drones collecting a lot of video data and storing. What do you guys foresee to have in place for having the connectivity and storage of the information? How do you plan to transmit the video and the information between all the drones in the base center?
Well, we'll have a server room where not only the AI will be running, but it will be also storing the data into there that can be accessed later.
But as far as the connectivity, are you using the mobile network or are you using your own
sorry. The antenna that we showed, that is sending off the frequencies to the drones, keeping everything in connection.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent presentation. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I think my question kind of follows off of Rudy's question, because what comes to my mind is, what is the range, not only for transmitting information to be able to connect with your towers, but we're talking about also battery life. For the drones to be able to fly out, collect that data, transmitting data takes energy as well as making it back, as well as how do you go about protecting your assets, because this is some expensive equipment. So in the case of rough waters during hurricane times, even if a drone is flying out and there are wind gusts, how do you go about recovering the costs and protecting any data that may be lost?
Okay, thank you for that. So first of all, with the drones. The drones will, sorry, you can repeat that question actually.
The first part of the question was about range, both in terms of communication as well as battery life.
Okay. So, for communication, so the antenna will obviously be high up in the sky. That increases the range from any obstructions low on land. And the frequency, we will have to include a high frequency antenna. For the range of the drones, these drones are actually commercially made specifically for war, but also is used for surveillance and security purposes. So these drones are actually capable of flying long distances. In fact, these drones are also used in the Ukraine-Russian war, where an American company has sold them to Ukraine. Protecting the assets, the drones can be put inside because, the drones can be put inside of the central hub to protect them during hurricanes. But for the buoys will be able to withstand high waves in the ocean.
Thank you for that. My final question, I believe you said that the project would have cost about let's say $3 million to implement. Does that include the cost of military-grade surveillance drones as well as all of the buoys?
It is on it, it is on it. Would you like to see? No, just a question.
No, I just thought that that's a steal of a deal in terms of price for what you're offering.
Okay. Understood, yeah.
How much involvement the AI would have in terms of scheduling? Do you expect the AI to schedule the launch of the drones and based on what the buoys are seeing and so forth? Or?
So when the cameras pick up this detection, the AI will run it through a processing system. So it'll be a two-part system. The AI will recommend a launch, or the person in the center could either accept their launch or abort the launch. Thank you.
Thank you, Team 6. Let's hear it for all our teams. Very well researched and very well delivered. Again, we'd like to say a special thank you to our sponsors, Anguilla Youth Business Foundation, AYBF. So now it is your turn, audience. You get to go online and vote. The QR code is on the school's Facebook page. And while that voting is occurring, we're going to ask each team to come up because the photographer would like a picture of you in your teams. So we're going to start with Team 1, please. Please do vote. It's important that you vote. You don't have your phone? Smile a while. Smile a while. Team 3. I can send you the link. I can send you the link. We're now going to invite anyone from the audience, if they have anything they wish to share, whether it be a word to the students or anything on AI. So please, Clembio.
Good night, everyone. It's a pleasure to have all of you here on such an exciting topic. A lot of the presentations here tonight, well, all of the presentations here tonight were all thought-provoking. They were very well executed. In addition, I wanted to just pinpoint one thing. A lot of you have asked about AYBF financing and funding. Sorry, at this time we're unable to meet the demands of your businesses, but hopefully in the next few years we'll be able to loan $1 million without having to think about it, you know. So I'm speaking that into existence for all who here, you know, because the development of your businesses is the development of Anguilla. Also, as presenters, it's on a little bit more of a serious note. In the near future, you'll be making presentations to persons as pitches for your businesses, or even pitches as personal representations of who you are as someone to be employed. It is important to be able to speak and speak eloquently about yourself and what you can offer, and even the business ideas that you have. So yesterday night we made a lot of jokes, which was fun and good, but it's important to know that you have to be able to keep a level of professionalism when you're pitching ideas and even to pitch yourself. I did like for a few of the responses. They were very comedic, you know, but I just have to say that as someone who's a business person and even someone who's an employer as well. One of the key things that we want to take away from this event is that Anguilla has a lot of opportunities available to us. You just have to be willing to make the bold step to make that a reality. We are keen to see those ideas come to reality. And for Team Nexus, we're going to be introducing a space for you to grow your business, Innovate Anguilla. And I know that you said you had to hunt down your teachers to find a nice spot to have your meetings and stuff. So potentially, our Innovate Anguilla, which we'll be launching tomorrow, will be one of those spaces, and also equally available to the rest of the students. The AYBF, as the sponsor of this event, has a lot of opportunities available for young entrepreneurs, especially between the ages of 18 to 35, to access training, to access funding, and even mentorship for the businesses that you have to develop. So this is just the starting point, and hopefully it is not the end of these business ideas. It may not happen tomorrow or next year, but it can happen within a few years to come. You just have to continue to work with it and develop your ideas. I find that Anguilla, as a country, we need a lot more ideas that are centered around knowledge industries, because that is where we are able to tap into larger markets outside of Anguilla. And this is one aspect of that, where you are developing artificial intelligence companies. But there are so many other areas that you can also do and create those businesses right here in Anguilla, because we do have high-speed internet, we do have quite reliable electricity, and we have safe and reliable spaces for you to be able to develop those ideas. So that is my bit of input before I have to come back up and award you all. Once again, congratulations. Can I get a round of applause for everybody?
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else? Anyone else? Bum, 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 bum. No? So we're going to sit in silence and wait for the judges? Yes? Let me thank the students who came to see the bib tonight. Thank you very much. Those who were not participating, some of them have left, but we do say thank you for coming. Hopefully one day we can have it as a school event where it's done during school hours, and then we can have the place really filled. Right? Okay, are we almost finished with the tabulation? We're done? Coming soon? Soon, soon. In the meantime, let me say thank you to the school choir and the two who played the national song on the steel pan, Pastor Dwayne Adams for his prayer. To you, our judges, thank you as well. And those to come, Mr. Hodge, to come, thank you. Mr. Richardson, to come, thank you. And Mr. Sandiford, I understand that you're to come as well. Thank you. Well, I can only do choir directing. We can sing a song while we wait. What's that? No, I don't play the steel pan. There isn't any pianist. So we can sing a Christmas carol, you know. It's Christmas. Come. Let's sing for true. What are we going to sing? Joy to the world? Okay, Mrs. Scotty has said joy to the world. Come on, let's sing. And that is a QR code for those of you who haven't voted, those of you who didn't get the link. So it's either do math, answer questions in economics, or sing. Those are my 3 areas. All right, let's go. Come on, let's go. That was a good pitch. Let's go after 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on, adults, join in. Falala. Falala. Okay, I think we all do know joy to the world, though. So let's sing that because it is Christmas, and we're going to sing one verse, and then the decision will be here. 2, 3. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes shall prove the glory. We can finish now. The glories, his righteousness, and wonders. Great. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. So now we're going to have the announcements. Mr. Hodge. So what about the other 3 prizes? What about the other 3 prizes? Okay, so after that beautiful singing, our HOD and Mr. Hodge. So, best idea to execute. The judges have decided valid wins that section. That's group 1 with Jai Jong Leng, Karen Vanterpool, and Electa Kiri Adams. All right. Beyond the extraordinary idea, the judges have said, ocean scope. And remember our prizes, laptops. Great. In third position, and their prize, they have their exam fees paid for. Team 2, DAI, Abigail Campbell, Shavin Narain, and Salesha Richardson. In second place, Team 1, Valid, Jai Julian, Karen Vanterpool, and Electa Kyria Adams, and their prizes are tablets. And trust me, every team worked really hard. It's a lot of research, lots and lots of research. Nice. Our winner, and they have won the laptops. Dum, 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 dum. I'm a choir director, sorry. Team, dum, dum. Team 6, Ocean Scoop. Nari Gums and Keontae Brooks. And I was thanking everyone, and thank you, audience. Thank you for coming. Thank you for continuing to support us. Ms. Griffith, you're saying something to me? The code? The winner? Miss Gums? Did we get the results from that as yet? One moment. Okay, in the meantime, Ms. Richardson, please do come. We now hear from our Deputy Principal, Mr. Perry Richardson. He's on Pink House. He isn't competing tomorrow.
Good evening. Let me first apologize for the absence of the principal, who is not here. I believe that might have been said before. I was also absent at the beginning because I was attending another function. But I'm truly glad to be here, and I reached probably at team 4. And those presentations were great. And teams 1 and 2, I miss your presentations. And you got the prizes. The bib is truly an investment in our future. These jobs, these proposals can be reality once the thought processes can go further into it, and the support from the various agencies as specified in the presentations. AI is here. It is here to stay. And once upon a time, we used to be looking to oil, trying to see if we can find oil in the sea somewhere. But we have AI. And it's hope that going forward, that as a nation, that we'll indeed be able to build AI to its full potential, to its fullest potential. And I am so proud to be a part of the ALHCS. I'm glad that the BIB, it had a a hiatus last year, but they came back very strong. The business department, congratulations for a job well done. To our students, we had 6 farmers and 4 farmers and 5 farmers, correct? Yes, it's good to see that we have basically the senior portion of the school really taking hold to this business idea box, and hopefully will continue to go from strength to strength. So once again, thank you and long live the BIB.
Thank you, Mr. Richardson, Mr. Hodge, and Mr. Hodge and Ms. Combs. We just got the results, the online results. So the online vote, favorite team, favorite group, and that goes, I won't sing this time, I'll just announce it. And that goes to Ocean School. Thank you. And our final remarks for tonight, they come from Mr. Sandifer.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is John Sandiford from Antonio Media BV, based in Eindhoven in the Netherlands. Our company specializes in user experience and user interface design. So if any of you need help designing those impressive apps you presented today, you know where to find me. But before I dive into the heartfelt stuff, a quick confession. Mr. Bren Romney asked me to deliver these closing remarks tonight, just about 2 hours ago. Fittingly, I had to turn to AI itself to help craft this speech for an AI team competition. Talk about living what you preach. On a more serious note, I want to congratulate all the participating teams. Your presentations were insightful, well-researched, and genuinely inspiring. Your passion, creativity, and deep understanding of AI's transformative power were outstanding. Kudos to each one of you for your hard work and dedication. I would also like to extend a big thank you to our sponsor, the Anguilla Youth Business Foundation, for making this event possible and for their commitment to nurturing young entrepreneurial minds. Special thanks to the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School Business Department for their seamless facilitation and for giving this platform to such bright talents. Today, we've seen firsthand how the future is being shaped by your innovative ideas and efforts in AI. It's reassuring to know that the next wave of change makers is ready to take the lead. Thank you all for making this event a tremendous success. Keep dreaming big, innovating, and using AI for positive change. And remember, if you ever need app designs or a last-minute speech, you know where to go. Thank you. And these are final words of John only. I encourage you all to check out the Innovate Anguilla Business Incubator to help develop your business dreams. It's truly a huge achievement for the island, and I'm very proud to have been a part of that journey. Thank you.
Thank you again. So remember, you have quite a few activities to attend soon, starting tomorrow. The quiz, are you smart enough business student? And then on Friday is the expo here. And then Saturday night, it is the science fashion fair. And then we wrap up everything on the 29th with the math and science expo at the Rodney MacArthur Auditorium. Thank you for coming. We'll see you again at this event next year. And do get home safely. Have a good night. Thank you, Mr. Matthew. Thank you, Clean Stream.